exercises on pain and function in patients with cervical radiculopathy. To find out the effect of standardized exercises on pain and function in patients with cervical radiculopathy. To compare the effect of neural mobilization with mechanical cervical traction and standardized exercises alone on pain and function in patients with cervical radiculopathy. Next. Materials and method. The study design was a randomized controlled trial. Place of study was Department of Physiotherapy, NILD, Kolkata, and the period of the study was 12-month period study conducted between December 2022 to November 2023, and the study population was patients with cervical radiculopathy. Sample size was 32 patients. Source of sample was patient referred from the assessment clinic of the Department of Physiotherapy having radiating neck pain or diagnosed with cervical radiculopathy. Sampling design, it was simple random sampling with chip picking method. Next. Inclusion criteria of my study was both male and female patients with age group between 30 to 50 years willing to participate suffering cervical radiculopathy for more than 2 weeks. Unilateral upper extremity with radiating pain, paresthesia or numbness. 3 or 4 tests of clinical prediction rule positive like Sparling test, cervical distraction test, upper limb tension test, ipsilateral cervical rotation less than 60 degree. And the exclusion criteria are musculoskeletal conditions like osteoporosis, upper limb fracture, rheumatoid arthritis, ankylosing spondylitis, any neurological conditions such as stroke, carpal tunnel syndrome, thoracic outlet syndrome, cervical myelopathy, upper motor neuron lesion, history of any previous cervical or thoracic spine surgery, any medical red flags like tumor, malignancy, etc., and recent use of steroidal medication. Next. So now we can see in the flow chart. Total 72 patients were approached for the study. 40 patients were excluded, and subjects referred from the cervical subjects were screened for cervical radiculopathy, and those fulfilling inclusion criteria was included 32. Written informed consent were taken from the subject. Then randomization into 2 groups, total 32 patients. Then demographic data and post-intervention data were described. Pain intensity was measured by numeric pain rating scale, and functional status were measured by neck disability index. Then in group A, neural mobilization and with cervical traction and standardized exercises were given with 5 sessions per week for 2 weeks, and the number of patients was 16. And in group B also there was 16 patients, and there only standardized exercises were given 5 sessions per week for 2 weeks. From each group there was 1 dropout. Post-intervention data were collected from after 10 sessions of treatment from both groups, and the patient was in both groups in total 15, and the data analysis were total in 30 patients. Next. Outcome measure. Pain intensity was measured by numeric pain rating scale, and functional status was measured by neck disability index. Next. So now in statistical analysis, we have used SPSS version 25, and descriptive statistics were used to summarize the patient's demographic details. Among the chi-square test were used for non-parametric test, and the independent t-test was used for between group analysis, and paired sample t-test was used for the within group analysis. Next. Now in intervention, we have given here in group A neural mobilization with mechanical cervical traction with standardized exercises like neck isometric exercises, stretching of upper trapezius and levator scapulae and sternocleidomastoid, shoulder active range of motion exercises, and participants were scheduled to attend 10 treatment sessions, 5 sessions per week for 2 weeks. And in group B, only standardized exercises were given, and there also the treatment session was 10 treatment sessions, 5 sessions per week. Next. Neck isometric exercises was given in both groups. Next. Stretching exercises was given in both groups. Next. Cervical active range of motion exercises was given in both groups. Next. Next, in result, we can see the demographic details of the patients. Here, age, male-female ratio and affected site was homogenic distribution because p-value is more than 0.05. So that is showing non-significant difference. Next. Next. In case of NPRS, for pain intensity, here in both groups show significant difference because p-value.
Thank you so much. Next we have our presenter is Ms. Rashmita Mishra. I welcome you.
A very good morning to all. Myself Rashmita Mishra, MPT Orthopedics, going to present my study. The authors are me and my guide, Mr. Praveen Kumar sir, Assistant Professor NILD. So the title of my study is Comparative Efficacy of Laser Therapy and Radial Shockwave Therapy on Grip Strength and Upper Limb Function in Chronic Lateral Epicondylitis, a randomized clinical trial. So lateral epicondylitis is a condition in which the common extensor tendons are getting affected, especially the ECRB muscles, due to overuse. And several modalities can be used for its treatment like EVST, TENS, etc. Few studies have compared the effectiveness of laser therapy and radial shockwave therapy and found that in some studies laser therapy was superior and in other studies radial shockwave therapy was superior. So the purpose of my study was to compare the effectiveness of laser therapy and radial shockwave therapy on subjects with chronic lateral epicondylitis. Objectives are to find out the individual effect of laser therapy and radial shockwave therapy and to compare the effectiveness of radial therapy and laser therapy in upper limb function and grip strength in subjects with chronic lateral epicondylitis. Material and methods. It was a randomized clinical trial and a comparative study. The study was conducted at the Department of Physiotherapy, NILD. Duration was 12 months conducted between December 2022 to November 2023. Study population were chronic lateral epicondylitis. Total 48 subjects were included with their effort from the assessment clinic to the Department of Physiotherapy, and the sampling design was random sampling design by cherry picking method. The inclusion and exclusion criteria. So in the inclusion criteria, both male and female subjects were included who were willing to participate. Duration of symptoms more than 3 months. Age group between 30 to 50 years. VAS score between 3 to 7. And out of 3 specimens of lateral epicondylitis, 48 subjects with 50 elbows were included in the study as per the inclusion criteria. 2 subjects having bilateral involvement, and 80 subjects were excluded as per the inclusion and exclusion criteria, out of which 48 subjects doesn't meet the inclusion criteria and 32 subjects excluded as per the exclusion criteria. Then written informed consent was taken from 48 number of subjects and randomization was done into 2 groups. So after that, demographic and baseline data were collected. The outcome measures were grip strength, which was measured using handheld dynamometer, and the upper limb function, which was measured using patient-rated tennis elbow evaluation question, and the upper limb function, which was measured using patient-rated tennis elbow evaluation questionnaire. In group A, 25 subjects with 25 elbows received low-level laser therapy, standardized exercise program for 10 sessions, 5 sessions in a week for 2 weeks, and in group B, total 23 subjects with 25 elbows, 2 subjects having bilateral involvement, received radial shockwave therapy for 4 sessions, twice in a week for 2 weeks, that is on the 1st, 4th, 7th and 10th day, and standardized exercise program for 5 sessions in a week for the same 2 weeks. Then data was collected at the end of the 10 sessions. From the 48 number of subjects, there was no dropout in the study. After that, analysis was done. Next. In the intervention, as we have discussed, that group A received low-level laser therapy and group B received radial shockwave therapy. Next. Along with that, both the group received the same protocol of standardized exercise program consisting of stretching of wrist extensors, 30-second hold, 3 repetitions, eccentric strengthening exercises of the wrist extensors, that is 10 repetitions, 3 sets, and grip strengthening exercises, 10 repetitions for 3 sets. And after that, home exercise program were there, and also ergonomic care was advised to the patients of both the groups. Next, in the statistical analysis, after completion of 10 session of intervention, data was recorded and analysis was done using IBM SPSS version 25. To check the homogeneity of male and female ratio, chi-square test was used, and to check the within group comparison, paired sample t-test was used. To analyze between the groups, independent sample t-test was used. The p-value was set to be significant at a value of less than equals to 0.05. Next. In the results, in the table 1, we can see the demographic details of both group A and group B, in which for age the p-value was 0.94 and for gender the p-value was 0.77, which is showing that both the groups were homogeneous prior to the treatment. In the table 2 and table 3, it is showing that within group analysis of group A and within group analysis for group B respectively. So in the table 2, we can see for both the outcome measures, the p-value was 0.00, and in table 3 also for both the outcome measures, the p-value was 0.00, which is showing that both the groups have shown a significant improvement after 10 sessions of intervention. Then in the table 4, it is showing the comparison between group A and group B. For both the outcome parameters, we can see at the 10th session for grip strength, the p-value was 0.38, and in the PRTE 10, the p-value was 1.84, which is showing that in both the groups there were non-significant result after 10 sessions of intervention. Next. Coming to the discussion, in group A, we have used the laser therapy, which is having photobiostimulation properties, which improves the tissue oxygenation process and increases the ATP production, and thus breaks the vicious cycle of origin of pain. And also it helps in promoting healing and soft tissue repair by decreasing the pro-inflammatory mediators and activates the nitric oxide in the damaged tendon. And with respect to the radial shockwave therapy on chronic lateral epicondylitis, the mechanism is in the shock waves, it causes micro trauma due to the acoustic mechanic or the acoustic waves. It causes micro trauma, and these fresh micro injuries causes stimulation of expression of angiogenic growth factors, which improves the neovascularization process and increase the blood supply, helps in healing and repairing of the soft tissues, and decreasing the pain sensations. So according to the literatures, the underuse or stress shielding may cause, due to the decrease in load, it may cause the tendon to structurally deteriorate and prone to damage. So as per B.K. Coombs, he stated that in the subjects of lateral epicondylitis, it is found that the pain-free grip strength is reduced because of pain inhibition or due to fear of pain, which is supported by the study conducted by Aanioh et al. In their study, that due to behavioral or psychological factors or physical factors like fear of re-injury to the damaged structures prohibit the subjects for inducing a strong contraction. So the pain-free grip strength measures the amount of pain that is fast produced by producing a grip contraction.
Your time is up.
The dosage of shockwave was, we have used it twice in a week for 2 weeks, because the mechanism in the mechanism of radial shockwave therapy, it creates fresh injuries. So after that, after the inflammation, again we are creating the inflammation in the damaged area, so we are allowing it to rest, and it promotes the neovascularization process, which takes the time, and it helps in healing of the soft tissues. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. Your contribution has enriched our understanding of the topic. We are almost at the end of the scientific paper presentation. I once again request the audience to please be seated. I request the audience to please be seated for a while. We have a couple of more presentations to go. So the audience, please be seated. Thank you. Our next speaker is Ms. Juhi Roy, who will be discussing her topic. I welcome you.
morning everyone. I am Juhi Roy from BPO 2018 batch internee. Today I will be presenting my dissertation, that is, as the title says, it's an approach to make a digital goniometer using potentiometer. So introduction. Range of motion measurement are the integral part of assessment since monitoring patient status and documenting patient progress are standard requirements. Goniometer refers to the measurement of angle particularly created at human joints by the bones of the body. An instrument used to measure the joint range of motion is called goniometer. A goniometer is the most common tool for measuring range of motion of the joint of the body. It uses a stationary arm, fulcrum, and the movement arm to measure joint angle and from the axis of the joint. The instrument ranges from tape measurement to manual, universal, and digital goniometer. Please in the slide. These are the different types of goniometer currently being used. The first one is the universal goniometer, and then is the gravity dependent goniometer. The third one is the pendulum goniometer, fluid goniometer, and the electrogoniometer. Please change the slide. The uses of goniometer. Goniometer is mainly used to measure human joint range of motion. Goniometer data can be used for developing a progression, treatment goals and plans, evaluating progress or lack of progress, modifying treatment, and fabricating of orthosis. Now I will say the limitations of universal goniometer. The universal goniometer requires clear visual estimation for alignment and measurement reading. These limitations could contribute to measurmental errors. Additionally, the absence of guiding mechanism in identifying bony landmarks during measurement may increase the potential of measurmental error. The main disadvantage of goniometer presently being used that they are purely mechanical and the angle they measure must be read from them in a manner of reading a protector. So my proposed design is a digital goniometer using a potentiometer. It is an electromechanical device for measuring the angle made by two rotatory joint members comprising a pair of rotatorily connected elongated arm and an electrical circuit means mounted on one of the arm and associated with the rotatable pin connector of the arms. The circuit is powered by a battery, encodes the angle of the pin preferably by a potentiometer, and transmit the information to a decoding device preferably by a Arduino Nano, and then a digitally displayed device also mounted on one of the arm of the goniometer. A simple single plane electrogoniometer using a servo mount potentiometer is in the axis of the measurement has been designed and incorporated into the integrated circuit so that the output is displayed on a liquid crystal display and is given in degree of angular movement. The main objective of my design is the principal objective of the project is to provide an electromechanical device for immediately reading the angle made between two rotatively connected members from a digital mounted on the device. From a digital display mounted on the device. The further objective of this project is to provide electromechanical system having a pair of rotatively connected arms, having an electrical circuit capable of transmitting an electrical signal into a digital display mounted on one of the arm corresponding to the selected angle at which the arm is positioned relative to one another. The components are Arduino Nano, potentiometer, LED display, battery charging module, power booster, goniometer, two goniometric arms, switch, LED indicator bulb, connecting wires, and the chargers. These are the, please change the slide. This is the process how I assemble the electrical components with each other. Please change the slide. Again, this is the process how connection is made with the LED display. Change it. And this is the circuit diagram and photograph while preparing the goniometer. Please change it. This is a fabrication process, how I made the 2 rotatory arm with our department PP sheet. Now the working principle. The main component of this project is potentiometer, Arduino Nano and the LCD display. The basic working principle of digital goniometer using potentiometer is that a variable electrical signals from potentiometer, which is mounted in the axis of rotational movement, is converted into digital analog signals with the help of Arduino Nano, which display the angle on the LCD display. As the potentiometer will move, the voltage will increase. Resulting changes in the voltage can be used to indicate the amount of joint motion, which will be displayed as an angle in the LCD display. Change the slide. So these are the video that I have performed on the patient to measure the range of motion of the knee joint. Please play the video. In the previous slide, there is a video. It's not playing. It's okay. Thank you. Change the slide. Thank you.
You made it
Thank you,
yourself?
sir.
You made it yourself? And you have tried it?
Sir, yes, I have made it myself only. It has few disadvantages also. I just tried it as I am just a fresher. I just tried it.
Okay.
And I took help from my engineering friends also to make it.
No, it's a good thing. I congratulate you for doing this. It's innovative. And how accurate are the readings that you get?
Sir, it's I have tested it with the original protector one. Then when my protector is at 90 degree, then my digital goniometer also shows 90 degree and accuracy is around 3%, plus minus 3% you can say.
Right.
I can improve it in future maybe.
Yeah, improve it.
Yeah.
It will work. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. This is very innovative study, and I just want to suggest you that you can do the further study. You can take the support of your guide or senior, and reliability, validity, all the things you
sir.
can see, and even you can think about the making the smaller goniometer
Yeah,
also in the
actually it's
future.
very huge. We can't measure
Yes.
a small joint range of
I
motion.
understand. So no, in one day you can't do everything. So
Yeah.
many study will come in this, and that will be a good, very nice, innovative study. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. I will definitely look into it.
Thank you so much. Next for the presentation is Mr. Priyam Banerjee. I welcome you to the stage.
Good morning, everyone. My teachers, my faculty members, all the seniors of the alumni. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to present the presentation in front of everyone. So my topic will be reliability of artificial intelligence in assisting disabled patients. So for introduction, I would like to start with the human brain is extremely complex with more than 80 billion neurons and trillions of connections. Signal transmission in the brain is dominated by chemical synapses, which release chemical substances and neurotransmitters to convert electrical signals via voltage-gated ion channels at the presynaptic cleft into the postsynaptic activity. So we are all aware of the few common neurotransmitters like acetylcholine, dopamine, etc. Dynamic synaptic adaptations which affect the strength of a synapse occur in response to the frequency and magnitude of the presynaptic signal and reflect complex learning or memory functions. The functional loss due to amputation, spinal cord injury, brachial plexus injury, or traumatic brain injury, resulting loss of connection from brain to extremity, and those residual weakened extremities are not able to function as of healthy intact limb. So the damage to the nerves due to the amputations or trauma or different other damages result in a hamper in activity. So the neural pathways and the clefts get damaged, so there is a functional loss entirely. Basic concept of AI and machine learning. So a biomechatronic hello. Hello. A biomechatronic system has 4 units: biosensors, mechanical sensors, controller, and actuator. Biosensors detect intentions of human using biological reactions coming from nervous or muscle systems. Controller The controller acts as a translator among biological and electronic structures and also monitors the activities of the biomechatronic device. Mechanical sensors, which are also present, measure data about the biomechatronic device and relate to the biosensor or controller. The actuator is an artificial muscle that produces force or movement to aid or replace native human body function. Machine learning contains elements of mathematics, statistics, and computer sciences, which is helping to drive advances in the development of artificial intelligence. So we can see a subset. Of the AI, the machine learning, and the deep learning, how they are connected to each other. Next slide, please. This is a pictorial representation of the different types of learning that are used in machine learning. We have 3 types of learning mainly: supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and reinforcement learning. Supervised learning is something which is already loaded within the data set. Okay, so it is already loaded with the instructions, and the output is calculated based on the previous instructions that are loaded. On unsupervised learning, the discovering patterns in unlabeled data. So previous data are not recorded within the processor system. So it acts like it will collect data as the device will function, and it will adjust accordingly. In reinforcement learning, it's based on feedback mechanism. So whatever feedback the device receives, it will generate data and will change its function accordingly. So this is reinforcement learning. Next slide, please. There are a few examples on how these types of learning can be used in prosthetics and orthotics field. In supervised learning, it is used to predict the mode for microprocessor knee joint, which is trained with numerous input or labeled data of the knee angle variation in different subphase of gait cycle, and apply on new amputee to predict the new data by the phase-dependent pattern recognition approach. In unsupervised learning, intent detection algorithm with unlabeled data based on reference pattern is an unsupervised learning method used in the microprocessor knee. In reinforcement learning, learning from demonstration of myoelectric processes. In this method, the policy to determine the next action is learned by different methods, that is, demonstration provided by the prosthetist learned from action of similar prosthetic user, or intact limb movement of prosthetic user. In AI in lower extremity prosthetics, we're well aware of how it is used in basically microprocessor knee joints. So we had a very good demonstration from our faculty members and other seniors yesterday also on microprocessor knee joint in 3D printing and other areas in our domain. So in lower extremity prosthesis, recently we also had an ISRO activity in our institute where this knee joint was presented, and the basic components were the control electronics, programming connector, hydraulic damper, and other processors. So this is a technology which is used in all types of processes now and all major organizations. So it may be a bit costly, but it has a very great good advantages to it. Next, please. So this is a flow chart on how the prosthetic system works using our microprocessor technology. In AI in lower extremity orthosis, the main areas that gain advantage from AI, incorporating AI in orthosis are the ACI patients, the patients which are bedridden, and the patients with paraplegia, hemiplegia, and other disorders. So they can have like RGO, ARGO, and other orthoses which can function to its fullest extent when they are incorporated with AI. The AI in upper extremity orthosis. So we can see a small PAFO. So it's a powered ankle foot orthosis where there is a processor incorporated into a simple AFO to enhance its function with EMG controller to control the activity of the soleus muscle to perform the actions of the plantar flexion and inhibit artificial dorsiflexion. AI in mobility devices. So we can all see how the AI is used in modern wheelchairs and other assistive devices. Two major examples are AI-powered wheelchairs and smart canes. So they come with a processor chip which help patients in greatly. Like they can do much more advanced functions which are limitations of the conventional wheelchairs and conventional canes. Next, please. So this is a pictorial representation of how smart cane works. Next. AI in upper extremity prosthetics and orthotics. The artificial intelligence in upper extremity prosthesis used as direct control and indirect control from the neural network by various signal sensor, controller, and algorithm. The control signals are coming from the human in the two form of operation. That's basically EEG and ECG. ECG is electroencephalogram and electromyography. The electromyography technique uses bipolar surface electrodes placed over the muscle belly over the targeted group of muscles. The electrodes are non-invasive, inexpensive, and readily incorporated into the socket of the prosthesis. Thus, these surface electrodes have limitations like inability to record the signal from different muscle group at a time, inconsistency in signal magnitude and frequency due to change in skin electrode interface associated in physiological and environmental modifications. Next slide. So this is also a flowchart in how AI is used in upper extremity prosthetics generally. Like in we can see the modern Zeus and other devices that are in market. So they all use microprocessor sensor technology to gain the functions of all the fingers. So which is not possible in a conventional prosthesis, body powered prosthesis, because it cannot control all the fingers and other activities like gripping and other. TMR or
very innovative means approach, and I think lots of things to do over there, right? And yes, yes, yeah. We understand that this is just the idea. Yeah, this is yes, 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 yeah. Hmm. You may go. Yeah, we are impressed. It's fine.
Thank you so. The next presenter here is Ms. Debolina Sarkar. I welcome you.
Good morning to each and everyone present here. Today, I, Debolina Sarkar of MOT 2022 batch, I'm going to present my pilot study, and the title is Effect of EMG Biofeedback Training on Hand Function in Subjects with Stroke, a randomized pilot study. My guide is Mrs. Eva Kujur, Senior Occupational Therapist cum Junior Lecturer, and my co-guide is Mrs. Damayanti Shetty, Occupational Therapist, Department of Occupational Therapy. These are my contents. Next. This is the abstract. Please move on. Next. Introduction. So, over 85% of the stroke patients undergo hemiplegia, and more than 69% among them experience functional motor disability. So, slight recovery of the lower extremity enables gait, whereas in upper extremities there are minute functions like grasp, manipulation. So, it makes it look that the upper extremities have recovered less as compared to lower extremity. And in surface EMG, we can see that it is basically trying to modify the aberrant patterns of muscle activity, and this is done through motor learning. Next. So my hypothesis, the experimental hypothesis is there is significant effect of EMG biofeedback training on hand function in subjects with stroke, and null hypothesis is there is no significant effect of EMG biofeedback training on hand function in subjects with stroke. Next. So these are some of the studies which I have used to support my pilot study. Moving on. Methodology, this is a comparative experimental study done in the inpatient and outpatient department of occupational therapy. Study population is subjects suffering from stroke for at least 6 months. Study period was 6 months from May to October 2023. Sample size 14 patients diagnosed with stroke. Sample design, convenient sampling with random allocation of subjects into 2 groups, 7 each. Study design is pre-test, post-test, experimental design. Moving on. The inclusion criteria includes both male and female subjects who were agreeing to participate, age group 40 to 60 years, Brainstorm stage greater than equal to 3, subjects suffering from stroke for at least 6 months, and subjects with mini-mental status score of 24 points or higher. Moving on. Exclusion criteria, non-cooperative or psychologically unstable patients, any presence of any other neurological conditions, presence of cognitive deficits, any deformity of upper limb, and hemi-neglect syndrome. Next. So the approval from the institutional ethical committee was taken, informed consent was presented to the subjects in their preferable language, and the general evaluation was done. The participants, the sample was selected using conventional sampling method, and participants were randomly allocated into a control group and experimental group. Group A is the control and group B is the experimental. So group A received 30 minutes of training, 30 minutes of conventional occupational therapy, and group B 30 minutes of occupational therapy conventional plus 5 minutes of EMG biofeedback training. This was done for 20 sessions. The outcome measure used is Felicitation assessment of the upper extremity. Study tools used are EMG biofeedback, which is the NeuroTrack My+4 device, Felicitation assessment, and the screening test is mini-mental state examination. Moving on. So the intervention for group A, conventional occupational therapy, improved the Bobath approach, which involved weight bearing, reflex inhibiting patterns, etc. Next. Next. The remedial hand activities include ADL board activity, hand gripper, wall-mounted wrist rollator, Velcro activity, wooden and magnetic pegboards. Next. So group B received both conventional occupational therapy and 5 minutes of EMG biofeedback training. The procedure involved that the common reference electrode was placed over the distal tendon of triceps brachii, positive electrode on muscle belly of ECRN and ECRB, and negative was placed just distal to the lateral epicondyle of humerus. Next. Functional task was given to reach and grasp a 5 centimeter sponge ball. The subjects were basically instructed to grasp and initiate wrist extension, and appropriate feedback was provided about the muscle contraction through visual and auditory signals. Post data was collected after 4 weeks. Next. So this is the device and the placement of electrodes. Next. So home advice was given to both groups. This included ball gripping, ball rolling, full grip, bottle roll, wrist curl. Next. Next. So this is basically the flow chart. Stroke patients coming to OT outdoor, they were included in the study. Baseline evaluation was done using Felicitation assessment. Patients received in the experimental group 35-minute session, and in the control group 30-minute session. Both for this went for around 20 sessions. And post-evaluation was done in both the groups using Felicitation assessment. Next. The statistical analysis was done using SPSS version 25. PET sample t-test was done to compare the differences, pre and post differences in both the groups, and independent sample t-test was basically done to compare the changes in the control and experimental group before and after the trials. The significance level was set at 0.05. Next. So this is the demographic data, age 41 to 60 in control, 40 to 55. Male patients were 3 in control, experimental 6, female were 4, and in experimental 1. Right hemi was 4 in control, experimental 5, left hemi 3 in control, experimental 2. Next. Next. So the result shows that the control group showed significant improvement in FMA before and after. The experimental group also showed a significant improvement in the FMA scores. And when we were comparing the differences, result of analysis of differences between the two groups, so statistically significant differences was found in the FMA scores in experimental group. Moving on. This is the paired sample t-test. So here we can see the significance, two-tailed significance in both the groups is 0.000. Moving on. In the independent sample t-test, if we are seeing the significance two-tailed value, so in experimental, the statistically significant difference is 0.000. Moving on. So this is the graphical representation of the Fugel-Meyer scores. In control group pre, it is 30 to 55 and post value is 34 to 58. Experimental group, it is 34 to 56 and the post it is 49 to 60. Moving on. So the discussion is that this study was intended to present a case where functional rehabilitation was conducted using IT technology and statistically significant differences was found between the two groups. Last. So the conclusion is that the EMG biofeedback training had a positive effect on hand function in subjects with stroke, though there were few limitations. Thus, training the patients received 6 months prior was not known, and this might have influenced the present study. And as the number of subjects were small, there were only 14 subjects, so the result of the present study may not be generalizable to all the stroke patients. Next. So these are my references. The oldest reference is of 2014 and the newest reference is of 2022. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. With this, we come to the end of scientific paper presentation, and a huge congratulations to all the presenters for delivering such compelling presentations. We move towards the felicitation of our esteemed chairpersons. Before that, it would be my pleasure to introduce our judges or chairpersons for today for the scientific paper presentation. Firstly, I would like to introduce our chairperson, Sir Dr. Rajesh Kumar Mahanti, lecturer, prosthesis and orthosis, SV Nurter. Sir is currently working as a lecturer PNO as SV Nurter, Cuttack since last 10 years. Before this, Sir has worked in reputed organizations like CMC Vellore and NILT Kolkata. Sir has obtained his PhD doctoral degree in interdisciplinary sciences from CUTM Orissa in 2022. Sir has completed his BPO from SV Nirtar and MPO from NILT Kolkata. Sir is an academician and clinical researcher with more than 13 years of post-qualification experience. Sir is the editorial board member of International Journal of Childhood and Development Disorders and reviewer of 8 international and 3 national journals. Sir has published more than 40 research papers in national and international journals, including publishers like Elsevier, Springer, Sage, Taylor and Francis, etc. Sir has chaired many scientific sessions and has worked as a member of scientific committee for many national and state conferences. Sir has also been invited as a resource person in many national conferences, seminars and workshops. Sir has himself presented more than 50 scientific papers in national and international conferences, seminars and workshops. Sir is the examiner of various universities like Guru Govind Singh Indraprastha University, Tamil Nadu. Sir has received many awards of national repute, including the most prestigious Vice Chancellor's Best PhD Scholar Award 2022 from Honorable Governor of Orissa, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Azad Educational Excellence Award in 2022. Sir has also received the Toppers Award Certificate of Merit in MPO for the academic session of 2011 and 12 and has received many a times the Best Scientific Paper Presentation Award in various conferences. It's our immense pleasure to have you here with us, sir. We welcome you. I would like to also extend my warm welcome to Sir Dr. S.S. Rao, Head of Department Physiotherapy, Institute of Health Sciences, and ex-Head of Department Physiotherapy Department in NILD. Sir has completed MPT in 2009 from Swami Vivekananda National Institute for Rehabilitation and Research, Orissa. Sir has completed his BPT from the Institute of Health Education and Research, Patna, Bihar. Sir has also done his 3-year diploma in physiotherapy in the 1976 from Institute for Physical Handicapped, New Delhi. Sir has completed his training in UK and underwent 1-year training in UK as a fellow of Colombo Plan. Sir has a total work experience of 36 years and Sir has retired in September 2013 as Assistant Professor and Head of Department of Physiotherapy at the National Institute for the Orthopedically Handicapped, Kolkata. Sir has been a part of many workshops and has many achievements. Sir has been a resource person to many conferences and workshops. Sir has also been a guest lecturer in many of the workshops, and Sir has also chaired a scientific session for the national conference. Sir has also delivered a lecture as a guest lecturer and as a resource person for the National Conference on Orthopedic Manual Therapy and Physiotherapy. Sir has various publications in his name, the recent being Low Energy Extracorporeal Shockwave Therapy for the treatment of myositis ossification in a case of CVA. Sir has various achievements and awards in his name. Sir was awarded the C.P. Nair Oration Award of the Indian Association of Physiotherapists in the year 2007. Sir has also been awarded with a Lifetime Achievement Award by Honorable Minister of State for HRD Shri Satyapal Singh at the International Conference of Physiotherapists held at AIIMS, New Delhi on 9th of December 2017. I would also like to extend my warm welcome to Sir Dr. Amitabh Kishore Dwivedi, Dean and Faculty at JSS College of Health and Research, Mysore, Karnataka. Sir is a distinguished figure in the field of occupational therapy, serving as a professor and dean at the faculty at JSS Academy of Higher Education and Research. Sir has been awarded with title of a Fellow of the Academic Council Occupational Therapy for his significant contributions for the profession. Sir is the coordinator of the editorial board of the Indian Journal of Occupational Therapy and the coordinator of all the branches of AIOTA. Notably, he holds the distinction of being the first PhD holder in occupational therapy. With a prolific publication record, he has authored 5 books and contributed 50 articles to national and international journals. Sir is a certified professional, having completed a certificate course from the Geriatric Society of India and another WHO-guided ISWP courses at basic level, intermediate level, manager level, and training for trainer courses. Sir also serves as guide for various PhD programs in occupational therapy. Sir has presented papers and seminars on both national and international platforms. Additionally, Sir has also served as the Associate Scientific Chairman in OTICON, the annual national conference in 2019, which was held at PGI Chandigarh. Sir has also represented WFOT in stakeholder meetings, and Sir has influence extends to various academic institutions where he acts as an external examiner in the various universities. Sir's dedication to advancing the field is evident in his role as the overall Dr. Amitabh Trivedi's multifaceted contributions mark him as a prominent and influential figure in the realm of occupational therapy. We welcome you, sir. With this, we move on to the felicitation of our judges and chairmen for today. I request Sir Mr. Sadhan Mahanta to please come up to the stage and felicitate our chairman for today, Sir Dr. Rajesh Kumar Mahanti, lecturer, prosthesis and orthosis, SV Nirtar. Sir Mr. Sadhan Mahanti. Mahanta. Mr. Sadhan Mahanta, can we have you on the stage, please? We would like to give away a token of love to our chairman for today, Sir Dr. Rajesh Kumar Mahanti, lecturer, prosthesis and orthosis, SV Nirtar. Thank you, sir. Now I would like to request Sir Mr. Partha to please come up and felicitate our chairperson for today, Sir Dr. S.S. Rao, Head of Department of Physiotherapy, Institute of Health Science and ex-HOD, Physiotherapy Department, NILD. It was our honor and pleasure to have you here with us, sir. Thank you so much. Next, I would like to call upon Sir Mr. Asak Rath to please come up to the stage and felicitate our third chairperson for today, Sir Dr. Amitabh Kishore Trivedi, Dean Faculty of OT, JSS College of Health and Research, Mysore, Karnataka. It was our good fortune to have you here with us, sir. Thank you so much. Now we move on to the certificate distribution for our presenters. So I request the presenters to be ready. As I call out the names, the way you have presented in that order, I request the presenters to be ready. I request Sir Dr. Rajesh Kumar Mahanti to please give out the certificates to our presenters for today. I would like to call upon Mr. Zalil Sheikh, Mr. Bilal Hussain Malik, Mr. Atul Bodra, and Mr. Khairul Islam. Please come up to the dais and receive your certificates from the judges. बुला दिया सबको. Thank you so much, sir. Next, I would like to request Sir Dr. S.S. Rao, HOD PT, Institute of Health Sciences, to please come up and give away the certificates to our presenters. The name of the presenters are as follows. Mr. Samaresh Datta, Miss Sunayana Ghosh, Miss Ritu Patwari, Miss Ranu Mukherjee, Mr. Sanlap Kundu, and Mr. Samarth Gupta. It would be very appreciative if the audience could give them a huge round of applause because they have put on so much effort in their presentations. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir. Piyu Naskar, please come up and receive your certificate. Thank you so much, sir. Ms. Rasmita Mishra, we call up you to the stage to receive your certificate. Next is Ms. Juhi Roy, followed by Mr. Priyam Banerjee and Ms. Debolina Sharkar. I would like to call Sir Dr. Amitabh Kishore Trivedi to please come up and give away the certificates to the presenters. Mr. Zalil Sheikh, please come up to the dais and take up your certificate. Ms. Debulina Sharkar. Ms. Debulina. Mr. Samaresh Datta. Mr. Samaresh. Thank you so much, sir. We have got the results for the presentations, so I would like to read out the results. As I read out the names, Sir, you can come up, sir. I request Sir Dr. Amitabh Trivedi to please give away the certificate to Mr. Samaresh Datta. Thank you so much, sir. With this, we are here to announce the first, second, and third presenters who have got the positions of first, second, and third. So we start with the third place. For the third place, we have Mr. Samaresh Datta. A huge round of applause for Mr. Samaresh Datta. I request Sir Dr. Rajesh Kumar Mahanti to please give him a token of love and appreciation. Thank you so much, sir. In the second place, we have Miss Ranu Mukherjee. I welcome you and congratulate you. I request Sir Dr. S.S. Rao to please give away the token of appreciation to the presenter. And in the first place, we have Miss Juhi Roy. A huge congratulations to you and we welcome you to the stage. I request Sir Dr. Amitabh Kishore Trivedi to please come up and give away a token of appreciation for the presenter. Thank you so much, sir. I would like to express my profound thanks to the wonderful audience and my sincere gratitude to the chairpersons for this session, without whom the session would have been incomplete. Thank you so much. I would now request the chairpersons to take their seat off the dais. Thank you so much, sir. With this, we come to the end of the first session for the day, that is a scientific paper presentation.
Start the next program.
I think our audiences are very much held up. So I guess 15 presenters were not very less to give up some very good brainstorming session early in the Sunday morning. It might have been a bit heavy for some of our Sunday brain cells to process all this information. So for this, we are taking a 5-minute break to just rejuvenate ourselves. And I request, it's a humble request to all the audiences to please gather here and be seated within 5 minutes, because we are starting with our following events shortly. Thank you so much.
देवकीनन्दनाय च कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय
Hello. I request the audience to be seated as we are starting with our next event, that is Alumni Talk. I think everybody is looking forward to this as it is Alumni Meet 2023. So I request all the audiences to get ready and be seated as we are going to play some videos which has been sent by the alumni. Alumni, where the past meets the future, where excellence meets experience. It's my greatest honor and pleasure to welcome the alumni of National Institute for Locomotor Disabilities, Divyanjan, Kolkata, to the most awaited Alumni Meet 2023. My heartfelt welcome to alumni who have joined us here today, and also to those who unfortunately couldn't attend this event in person. What could be more delightful than having an opportunity to be back to your alma mater and share your experiences and words of advice to the young minds? Hereby, there are some of the alumni who have sent messages as they were not able to attend the event in person. So we have a short video that will be played, which has been sent by Mr. Vijay Chakrabarti, 1994 batch from Canada, Mr. Satyaki Sen Gupta, 1984 batch from Singapore, and there is also a message from the batch of 1988.
Canada. I may not be there. Hello, this is Vijay Chakrabarti, OT 94 batch, sending you lots of warm wishes from Vancouver, Canada. I may not be there physically, but my spirit is there always with you all. We are what we are because of NIOH. So nice to see all the nice faces. Some of them are with gray hairs. Yes, I'm talking about you, Vibhuti. Thanks to the organizing committee for all organizing such a gala event. Also, my best regards to the seniors and my teachers for everything that they have done. And lots of love for you, the young ones. Create lots of memories. Enjoy. Thank you.
This is Satyaki from 1984 batch. I am thrilled to extend my heartfelt congratulations to the Alumni Association of NIOH for organizing this alumni meet on 23rd and 24th December 2024. I had the privilege of attending the last alumni, which was a memorable event, meeting with all my batchmates and all the fellow younger, vibrant NIOH alumni. The upcoming event has a lineup of several workshops and scientific sessions reflecting the cutting-edge work that is being done by alumni from NIOH. The session also facilitates the top graduates who are our future leaders. Not to mention, the sessions will come with sumptuous winter food, and at the end we have the cultural program which will bring us all together, making us proud and sense of unity in our NIOH legacy. It is a fantastic opportunity to network, share experience, and celebrate our successes. Let's make this event truly memorable. Thank you.
Friends, on the behalf of 88 batch, मैं राजीव तिवारी, thanks to all the current students of NILD and alumni for giving us opportunity to talk to you today on this grand occasion of reunion. We wish you all nothing but the best of everything, a great successful career and a great journey ahead. कहते हैं कि अगर आप सूरज की तरह जलो तो आपकी रोशनी की बातें होंगी, अगर आप चांद की तरह चमको तो आपके नूर से रोशन रातें होंगी. हम सब अपने अपने आसमां के सितारे हैं, जब एक साथ चमकेंगे तो रोशन ये सारी कायनात होगी. Ladies and gentlemen, we all have inherited a great culture from this institute, and it feels great to see that it still continues to do the same. We are very fortunate and proud to be associated with this institution, and undoubtedly, whatever we are, all the credit goes to NIOH. As a small gesture, our 88 batch, who we call Ultimate Group, proudly has been sponsoring a reward and certificate to the class toppers of PT, OT, and POE every year since 2016. We hope that this will encourage the students to excel in their field and motivate them to be the best clinician. We used to sing this song. I hope many of you know. If you know, you can sing along. Amra korbo joy, Amra korbo joy, Nishjoy, ho deep in my heart, I do believe that we shall overcome someday. हम होंगे कामयाब एक दिन. और दोस्तों, एक दिन वो और आज का दिन. We wish you all once again a great reunion. Have lots of fun with lots of love. We wish you all the great memories to cherish for the lifetime. Thank you all.
Hello. Thank you so much for all the alumni who have sent such beautiful messages from all across the globe.
Hello. There is an announcement regarding election of new executive body. So all the registered members is requested to take a nomination from the registration counter and submit it within 1 hour to the registration counter itself. All the registered member is requested to take a nomination form for formation of new election body, executive body. So please take a nomination form from the registration counter and submit it back by 1 p.m. Thank you.
We would like to welcome Sir Mr. Sadhan to please come up to the dais and share a few words with the gathering. I request the audience to please be seated as our guests are on the way and they will be arriving anytime, and we'll be starting with our inaugural session shortly. So I request you all to please be seated. Thank you. I'm very delighted to invite our distinguished alumni, Mr. Sadhan, sir. I welcome you, sir.
Thank you. Respected seniors and my beloved all the teachers and all the alumni, and thanks to the governing body and the executive body for organizing this alumni event. And it's been I can see it's been a very successful event. And I wish all the best to all the organizing committee and everybody. And this message is especially for the students who are attending this event. I would like to request them just to learn whatever you can. You know, you have so many seniors here, and they already acquired so much knowledge. And you have all the teachers also. They acquired so much knowledge, and so you should come forward and meet with them. This is a special opportunity for you guys. So you can interact and learn so many things from your seniors. And many students have so many different ambitions, so many different dreams. And possibilities is there today. So those dreams can be fulfilled if you take some kind of initiation. And that happened to us also. When we were junior, we used to keep touch with our seniors. And they are the only one who guided us how to climb the stairs, how to reach your goals, how to climb the ladders. And this is the day. Thank you very much.
I would also, thank you so much, sir. I would also like to request Mr. Ashok Rath, sir, to please come up to the dais and share your experiences. I welcome you, sir.
चल रहा है? Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. I am Ashok Rath from 88 batch. So it's a great pleasure to have you all here, because every year we are organizing. Always people ask me for the support. Whatever support I can give, I always provide to them. So it's a great interaction between all students and all our colleagues. I am thankful to the authority, thankful to the organizer also. They are arranging so fabulous program and interaction and scientific session and great program ahead also. We will definitely great interaction among us, and it will definitely give a message throughout the India, even from the abroad. We'll give a good message that we are uniting. We are always united. Even we are giving service to the charitable organization. We are giving service to the peoples who suffered in our batches and different batches. So this is a great achievement of ours. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Next, I would like to welcome Sapan sir from 2001 batch to please come up to the dais and share your experiences with the gathering. I welcome you, sir. Next speaker we have is Hassan sir from 2003 batch, followed by Rajesh sir from 2004 batch. I welcome you, sir.
Hello.
Good afternoon, everyone. I think it is not the time for me to speak. Here, already many big tycoons are there. I'm the junior most to address you. But I will just want to congratulate the organizing team that they have arranged this and the premise of our institute so mega event that everyone will recall this and get in that nostalgic feeling that we were here and we are now here. Now I choose the dialect so that everyone could connect to me. शायद जो मुझे जानते हैं उन्हें पता है कि मैं स्टेज से पुराना हूं और मैं सभी का ध्यान इधर केंद्रित कर लेना चाहता हूं क्योंकि मैं जूनियर हूं इस हिसाब से कि जो मुझे बुलाया गया है आई थिंक द चीफ गेस्ट इज ऑलरेडी देयर एंड आई एम इन बिटवीन दैट सो आई वॉन्ट बी टेकिंग मच मोर टाइम सो थैंक यू वंस अगेन द ऑर्गेनाइजिंग टीम एंड इट्स ए वेरी प्लेजेंट even the weather-wise and also the atmosphere created by all the presentee here and the organizing team. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Next, we have Hassan, sir, from 2003 batch, who will come up and share his experience. I welcome you, sir.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's a great moment for us and it's very overwhelming to stand on this podium और इतने साल बाद वापस अपने कॉलेज में आना and I would just want to say that NIOH is a place एक होता है आपका खून का रिश्ता और एक होता है दिल का रिश्ता so this is a place जहाँ से हमारा दिल का रिश्ता जुड़ा है so in fact we are together a family and we cannot forget either our senior or our faculty sitting over here ये ऐसा moment है जब हम सब कुछ याद कर रहे हैं we are back it's like a deja vu We are just remembering every moment. Chanda ma'am sitting over here. Rao sir is here. Samantha sir is here. So our all teachers जिन्होंने हमें थोड़ा भी frame up किया. Maybe whatever we know about this profession and whatever we are having today. So I'm thankful to everyone, my faculty, my colleague, my batchmates, my juniors, my seniors, and whoever are here. So thank you and all the best. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Next, we have Rajesh, sir, from 2004 batch, who will come up and share his experiences. I welcome you, sir.
Good afternoon, all of you. मैं राजेश कुमार 2004 बैच का विद्यार्थी था यहाँ पर और फिजियोथेरेपी डिपार्टमेंट में मैं था मुझे तो ये पता नहीं लग रहा है कि कैसे इतना समय बीत गया मतलब हम लोग को यहाँ से गए 13 साल हो गए लेकिन अभी लग रहा है कि हम लोग कुछ दिन पहले यहाँ गए हैं यहाँ का एक्सपीरियंस हम लोग के लिए काफ़ी अच्छा रहा टीचर्स भी काफ़ी मतलब हम लोग का हेल्प किए और सीनियर्स जूनियर्स मतलब एक परिवार की तरह हम लोग यहाँ पर रहे हैं जो कि और अपना कैरियर भी हम लोग बनाए और अभी ये एलुमनी मीट बहुत दिनों के बाद हो रहा है जो कि काफ़ी अच्छा महसूस हो रहा है हम लोग के आ करके और बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है थैंक यू एवरीवन
Thank you so much, sir. With this, we come to the end of our alumni talk. Thank you so much. The further events will be carried on by my co-MCs, Ayush and Disha. So I would like to hand over the podium to them. I take my leave with a grateful heart. Thank you so much. we have here with us one renowned alumni, Sir Dr. Izaz. So he would like to share a few words with the audience. So I welcome you, sir.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for inviting me for this alumni, and yesterday we had a nice time. I think some of the people who missed it should know we played badminton, we played cricket yesterday. And thanks to organizers who have made it so successful. I'm based in Mumbai since last 25 years and wanted to share one experience because I have been traveling almost with all the sports team. So I got an opportunity to travel to Dublin. Yesterday I spoke about it. And we were the world's best 30 physios. We had a workshop there. And one of the best physios from All Blacks. I don't know how many people must have seen rugby. The rugby physios are considered best sports physios in the world. So just to share the experience, he started teaching us ankle stability exercises. And we were sitting in an Asian group. I was in an Asian group. We have one Malaysian physiotherapist, Pakistani physiotherapist. They were like from UAE, and there were people from physios from US, from UK. And when I saw that in 2012, I told them, yeah, I want to get up and I want to tell him what he is teaching us now, we have learned it in 1993 from Rouser. And it was shocking to everyone when I told them we have learned it in 1993. And I picked my hand up, I told them, I said, I want to speak about it. I went onto the stage and all of them told me, you won't get certificate, don't do this. I said, I don't need a certificate from them. With due respect to all the physios internationally, we respect them, but we can't work under them. So with due respect to all the international physios, I got up on the stage and showed them the same thing what Rouser has taught us in 1993-94. So they asked me, have you done any research on this? I said, no, if I do research in India, my family will die with a hunger. There's no one to take care of them. But yes, this is what is helping in India. So as usual, you know Britishers, Irish guys. So we went to London from there and they gave me under 19 team. They gave all the team, all the 29 physio senior team, they gave me under 19 team. But I was fortunate to have under 19 team. My captain sprained his ankle first day. And after finishing the 3 days tournament, we won the tournament. We came back and all the orthopedic surgeons, sports physios, all of them were there giving certificates. And at last they called me. They said, share your experience. I said, we are sharing the experience since 1947 and before 1947. You can't accept any Indian to do anything good. You feel, no, 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 you are the best. They said, no, it's not that. It's what you have spoken on a stage is not right, so you are blacklisted for 10 years. I say, it doesn't matter to me. I won't come to London again, that's fine. But what we are telling you guys, you have to understand what we have learned in 1993, you can't teach in 2012. So they said, can you say anything what you have seen? What kind of injuries have you seen? So I called the captain and he said, this recurrent injury since last 4.5 years, every time I get injured, my English physio keeps me out for 2 to 3 weeks. This is the only time after injury I played continuously without aggravating the injury and we won all the tournaments. I said, this is my certificate, I don't need your certificate. The guy who has played without aggravating the injury, with the help of technique what we have learnt in 1994 from our HOD, that's the only way to give it back to the world. So with due respect to Rouser and other teachers, I still feel that students who are here should try to learn as much as you can Don't think someone who's coming from Australia, South Africa or any other country to teach you. Yes, please go and do the workshops, learn, but if you are a professional physio, get up and speak, ask questions. Don't do yes sir, yes ma'am. It's not going to help us. To come up, you need to get up with due respect and speak to them and ask them exactly how it's going to help us. So I see a lot of physios nowadays doing dry needling. Nothing wrong in that. So I'm handling the Pro Kabaddi as a head physio recently. So I asked all the team owners, why you are not taking the Indian physios in IPL and Pro Kabaddi? They said it's a lot of difference between the international physio and Indian physio. So I asked players, I said, what is happening? They said, sir, हर कोई physio needle लगा के, IFT लगा के, phone पे, WhatsApp पे बैठ जाता है. But हमारे जो ऑस्ट्रेलिया से physio आते हैं, वो पूरा रिलीज करते हैं, मसल को स्ट्रेच करते हैं, उसके बाद एक्सरसाइज करके लास्ट में सूदिंग इफेक्ट के लिए ड्राई नीडलिंग यूज करते हैं. Now, जो लोग आपको ये सब चीजें सिखा रहे हैं, वो खुद तो आगे आके वो करते नहीं है, लेकिन आप लोगों को सिखा रहे हैं ये करो. आप लोग अपना फिजियोथेरेपी प्रोफेशन छोड़ के बाकी चीजों में लगने जाते हो. That's where we are losing it. We have a limitation as a physio. If there's a hairline fracture, if there's an ACL ligament injury, you don't need to do anything with that. When we know ACL is totally torn, let orthopedic surgeon handle it. Let him do the surgery and come back to you and give you 100% result. लेकिन हम लोग क्या कर रहे हैं कि ACL को भी बोल रहे हैं कि नहीं हम लोग ठीक कर सकते हैं. Now these are the fibers. If fibers are torn, we understand, we can work on it. But if it's a torn ligament, avulsion हुआ है, क्यों आप इसमें पढ़ रहे हो? I'm sharing you the experience, what I'm getting feedback from the international teams, what I'm getting feedback from the IPL, Pro Kabaddi, sports centers, sports physios. So my suggestion is, if we work in our limits, we are the best. No one is, they can't compare with the Indian physios, but only problem is, we indulge into other things. And whatever you are learning in NIOH and whatever we have learned in NIOH, I don't think any other institute can teach you that. And till now, what I am practicing is only what Mitra sir and Rao sir has taught me till now. And this is not a time to, but we always remember Mitra sir. I would like to have 1 minute silence. Can we get up for a second? Because Mitra sir was our beloved teacher who has taught us about electrotherapy. Can we get up for a second and have a 1 minute silence in his? Thank you. May God rest his soul in peace. And thanks for inviting me here on the dais. Thanks Praveen, Naveen, and everyone who was in the organizing committee. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, sir. I would like to let everyone know that our special guest for today, Padma Shri Usha Uttupji, is a bit late, so she has allowed us to start with the inaugural session. So the inaugural session will be taken care of by my co-MCs. So I officially sign off from the dais. Thank you so much.
मौसम में थोड़ी ठिठुरन है, यादों में 4 साल के बवाल हैं. मौसम में थोड़ी ठिठुरन है, यादों में 4 साल के बवाल हैं. थैंक्स टू AANIOH, याद कराए जिन्होंने कॉलेज के पुराने यार हैं.
A very warm Sunday afternoon to everyone present here. Today I, Disha Bhattacharya with my co-host Ayush Bajpai welcome you all to the second day of Alumni Meet 2023.
Now I would request our chief guest, Dr. Vikas Kapoor sir, Vice Chairman and Group Director of Medical Super Speciality Hospital, to kindly come on the stage. Sir, please. Please give a big round of applause for him.
I would now request our DDA sir, Mr. Shogato Banerjee, to kindly come on the stage.
And I would request the organizing secretary of Alumni Meet 2023, Dr. Naveen Das sir, to come on the stage.
I now request our ADT, Dr. Amit Iqbal sir, to kindly come on the stage.
And would request now the secretary of AANIOH and HOD Physiotherapy Department, Dr. Praveen Kumar sir, to kindly come on the stage. Would request our felicitation team to kindly felicitate respected Dr. Vikas Kapoor sir. Praveen sir will felicitate Dr. Vikas Kapoor sir. Please give a big round of applause for him.
Now I would request Sujit sir to kindly felicitate our DDA sir.
Would request Deepika ma'am to kindly felicitate our ADT sir, Dr. Amit Iqbal sir.
Now I would request Sujit sir to kindly felicitate Naveen sir.
Would request Satyapal sir to kindly felicitate Dr. Praveen Kumar sir. Satyapal sir, please. So I request Polly ma'am to kindly felicitate Praveen Kumar sir.
वक्रकुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुर्मे देवी सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा।
श्री गणेश जी का नाम लेके चलिए इस कार्यक्रम की शुरुआत करते हैं. We would request the dignitaries to kindly enlighten the lamp and begin the program.
गणेश जी का नमन करने के लिए गणपति वंदना लेकर आ रहे हैं 2018 बैच से शुभम दास एंड शोमिनी बासु.
वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा.
Thank you, Shubham and Shomini. Now we would request the organizing secretary of this Grand Alumni Meet 2023, Dr. Naveen Das sir, to kindly welcome all the dignitaries to this event. Sir, please, sir.
Good afternoon, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed alumni, honored chief guest, respected guest of honor, and designated guests. A warm greeting to each one of you as we gather here today to celebrate the spirit of togetherness and shared memory at the NILD Alumni Meet 2023. I am truly honored to stand before you as the acting president of Alumni Association and the organizing secretary of the remarkable event. As we look around, we witness not just faces, but a mosaic of experiences, achievements, and the collective journey that binds us as alumni of this esteemed institution. Our roots at NIOH have not just shaped our careers, but have fostered lasting friendship and sense of belonging. Today, we are privileged to have our distinguished chief guest, Dr. Vikas Kapoor sir, who I think to the physiotherapy community doesn't need any introduction. He is one of the renowned surgeons who actually, insist all the physiotherapists to come forward and show their talent. That's very few of them, and we are really thankful for this. We have our other guest of honors, our DDA sir, our Dr. Iqbal Hassan sir, and who has elevated the occasion with their august presence, adding a distinct touch of greatness to the event. Today's gathering is a testament to the enduring impact of our alma mater and the shared responsibility we carry to pave the way for the generation that follow. Looking back, we can't help but reminisce about the days spent within these walls, the lectures, the camaraderie, and the challenges that molded us into a professional we are today. Yet, as we gather here, let us not merely dwell on the past, but also focus on the future that lies ahead. Our institution has always been at the forefront of innovation and excellence, and it's heartening to see the torchbearers of NILD's legacy making waves across various fields. As we move forward, let us pledge to stay connected, to collaborate, and to contribute towards the growth and success of our alma mater. To our chief guest and guest of honor, your presence today not only honors us, but also inspires us to continue striving for excellence. Your journey serves us as a beacon for all of us, reinforcing the values instilled in us during our time at NIOH. Let this alumni meet be a celebration of our shared past, a recognition of our present achievements, and a commitment to the bright future that awaits us. As we reconnect with old friends and forge new connections, let us affirm our bond with NILD, a bond that transcends time and distance. Thank you, and let the NIOH Alumni Meet 2023 be a memorable chapter in our collective journey. You may have noticed I said sometimes NIOH, that is National Institute for the Orthopedically Handicapped, as when we were studied here, it was named as that. Now it is renamed as NILD, National Institute for the Locomotor Disabilities. As Rao sir said yesterday, नाम में क्या रखा है, नाम और वक्त बदलते रहते हैं, यादें हमेशा एक जैसे रहते हैं और हमें जोड़ के रखते हैं. So I welcome everyone, and I wish you all will enjoy today's program. And as the sun sets, we have our one alumni who will come with his band and an international DJ who will entertain us throughout the evening. So welcoming all, and thank you, sir, for being with us and be here. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Please give a big round of applause for Naveen, sir. Due to unavoidable circumstances, Our patron and chief, Dr. Lalit Narayan, sir, the director of our institution, could not be present. So I would like to invite on stage the deputy director of our institution, Mr. Shaukato Banerjee, sir, to kindly say a few words.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's very nice to see here all the alumni of earlier NIOH and NILD now. It's a very pleasure and auspicious occasion for you. I have recently joined as Deputy Director in the month of October 31st, and getting attached or getting involved in various activities of the Institute. And I feel that is one of the premier institutes which have been over the years and will remain as one of the premier institutes in a long time to come. And the alumni meet who have passed out, the alumni who have passed out from the institutes over the years, and they have settled in various organizations, in various institutes, are having have reached very high positions also. There's a very, we feel proud for that. And I myself feel proud to remain present in this August occasion, to remain in presence of you, so that we can have a look back and share the memories that you have been carrying over the years. I wish this program a very good success. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Now I would request the Assistant Director Trainee of our institute, Dr. Ahmed Iqbal, sir, to please come on the dais and say a few words. Sir, please.
Namaskar. Our guest of honor, friends on the dais, my friends, including some long-lost friends of the dais who have come here, all the alumni, my dear students. It's great to see all of you together, all of us together after a long time, and this function being celebrated on such a larger basis, larger scale. I think this is the first time it is being celebrated on such a large scale. We must congratulate the organizers. Nothing is to be said. All of us have come from different places and have a lot of experiences. I think you should share with the younger generation. For the students particularly who are very young, who have just passed out, who are still studying, 2 or 3 things I would like to say. The first, if you want to grow, be ready to accept change. If it needs migration, do migrate. Then only you will grow. The second thing, at workplace, never discuss people. Discuss ideas. Discussing people will take you nowhere. Always discuss ideas, then something will come out of it. And the third thing, help each other. Don't keep everything to yourself. And if you have the capacity, please help a junior, a friend, anybody maybe you don't know, but help him grow, help him study, help him reach the place you have reached. I think that will be the best way, that will be the best outcome of these functions. Otherwise, it will just be a DJ party. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
We will now request for the release of souvenirs. Our dignitaries are requested to kindly open the booklets kept in front of you. Please give a big round of applause.
Thank you all the dignitaries. Now moving forward, I would like to invite on the dais our guest of honor, the Vice Chairman and Group Director of Medica Super Speciality Hospital, Dr. Vikash Kapoor sir, to address us with a few words. Sir, please sir. Sir, please give a big round of applause for him.
Thank you. It is an honor, privilege, happiness, a very, very humbled person standing in front of you. I am a trilinguistic person. I speak in English, Hindi and in Bengali reasonably equally. And I think the first thing which I want to tell all of you is the secret of success in anything we do is communication. Dignitaries on the dais, Deputy Director, Assistant Director sir, my colleagues who have just spoken, I believe that the way we communicate changes the way we perform. Therefore, a part of this whole program, the part of this whole training, which unfortunately is missed while we are so much concentrating on academics, is development of personality and communication. You can do wonders with it. आप दुनिया जीत सकते हैं यदि आप अपनी भाषा से और अपने आइडियाज से लोगों को ढंग से समझा सकें, उनको ये बोल सकें कि आप करना क्या चाहते हैं। क्योंकि जब मरीज हमारे पास आता है, वो किसी पार्टी में या वो किसी होटल में या वो किसी भी तरह के सेलिब्रेशन में नहीं आता है, वो तकलीफ में आता है, वो दुख में आता है, वो हार के आता है, वो आता है और हमारी मेमोरीज जो होती हैं ना, वो बुरे समय की होती हैं। हमारी मेमोरीज अच्छे समय की नहीं होती। अच्छे समय में हमारे पास कोई नहीं आता। लेकिन God has given us a chance in this life to convert those bad memories into good memories. And I must tell you, 80% of the people who talk about good memories of my treatment is because of all of you. Because I believe, and this started with my partnership when I started practicing in Calcutta about 25 years back. Mr. Singh was a senior physiotherapist at that time sitting in the clinic. He's sitting here also. It then went on, the journey went on. I had my colleagues in Apollo, Shubhro, Vikas, everybody who joined me there. The journey went on. I joined and started trauma center on behalf of R.N. Tagore, built that hospital, और वहाँ पे हमारे बहुत सारे फिजियो फ्रेंड्स बनते गए, और फिर हमारा जो अस्पताल बना मेडिका सुपर स्पेशलिटी हॉस्पिटल, वहाँ पे ये हमारे आज के नौजवान फ्रेंड्स जो मुझ तक पहुँचने का माध्यम है और जिनके माध्यम से मैं आप तक पहुँच पाता हूँ, सुजीत, सुमित, आशीष, विमल, मुकुंद, प्रवीण, मैं बहुत सारे लोगों का नाम यहाँ जानता हूँ, मैं बोल पा रहा हूँ, बहुत से लोगों को मिस कर रहा हूँ, प्लीज माइंड मत कीजिएगा। बट see, what I said is very important. Many of you are the reasons why people are connected to us, and many of you are the reasons why we are connected to people. So this is a seamless connectivity. It's like 5G network. हम लोगों को कनेक्टिविटी ऐसी बनानी होगी कि कोई विरोधाभास ना हो। हमें कनेक्टिविटी ऐसी बनानी होगी कि किसी भी प्रकार का आपस में मतभेद ना हो। हमें कनेक्टिविटी ऐसी बनानी होगी कि जब खिलाड़ी आते हैं तो उनको ये नहीं कहना है, अरे आपका ये क्या ऑपरेशन हो गया, आपका तो मैं फिजियो से ठीक कर देता। नेवर से दीज वर्ड्स। एवरी वर्ड रीचेज द सर्जन, रिमेंबर दैट। और अगर मैंने कभी कह दिया, मैं तो खड़ा हो जाता हूं तलवार तान के अगर मेरे फिजियो के लिए कोई कुछ कहता है तो। That emotional bonding has to be there, and that can only come with communication. Communication is an art which has to be taught in medicine, in allied subjects like physiotherapy, because you are also a part of our medical curriculum. You are our partners. And once you learn to communicate, you become something completely different from what you had destined to be. बिकॉज पढ़ाई लिखाई करके आप एक जगह तक ही पहुंच सकते हैं, गोल्ड मेडल ला सकते हैं, आप बहुत कुछ कर सकते हैं, लेकिन आपकी पर्सनैलिटी, आपकी भाषा, आपका कम्युनिकेशन, आपकी पहचान बन जाती है। आप सबकी मैं इतनी इज्जत करता हूं, मैं आपको क्या बताऊं, मेरा आना यहाँ अनिवार्य है। आप मुझे मान के चलिए किसी भी इवेंट के लिए क्यों, आप मुझे बोलेंगे कि आकर के यहाँ बैठ जाओ, दिन भर मरीज देखो, तो शायद मैं वो एक दिन भी निकाल लूं, क्योंकि मैंने इस हॉस्पिटल में ऑपरेट किया है। There was a time when I had no work, and I have been saying this several times when I have come. And I used to come here and see patients of cavus and foot deformities. And at that time, Dr. Ratnesh Kumar was the, I think, director. So he caught me somewhere in some party, and he told me that आप डॉक्टर साहब आके कुछ काम कर दीजिए. So the instruments were lying, patients needed operation. So I did about 10-15 surgeries at that time, and obviously it was free of cost. Neither did I have money, nor was there a way to reimburse me. So the connection goes back 25 years now. तो वो connection आज देखिए कैसे, when you destine and when you think about something, hello, yeah. So when you think about something deeply, when a part of you is involved in some kind of activity with a high emotional quotient, you get attached to it. And look what this attachment has done. Out of 600 orthopedic surgeons, we are connected. And this connection, अब तो मुझे शायद ऐसा लगता है कि मैं जिस मोहल्ले में जाता हूँ, वहाँ के 4 फिजियोज से मेरा कनेक्टेड रहता है, क्योंकि उन्होंने या तो मेरे पेशेंट देखे हैं या मैंने बोल रखा है कि अच्छा फलाने को दिखाओ, उनको दिखा लो। और मेरी आदत थोड़ी सी गंदी है, आई राइट ऑल द एक्सरसाइजेज ऑन माई प्रिस्क्रिप्शन। आई डोंट नो कितने फिजियोज को ये पसंद है, लेकिन मैं पहले एग्जामिन करता हूँ पेशेंट को, फिर मुझे लगता है कौन से मसल की स्ट्रेचिंग ज़रूरी है, किसकी टाइटनिंग ज़रूरी है, कौन से मसल की रिलीज ज़रूरी है, तो वो मैं लिख देता हूँ, बाकी मैं आप पे छोड़ देता हूँ। So that is the level of involvement I have, and probably that's why I have operated 3 national football captains who have gone on to play for the country, operated hockey captains. Well, we can't be so flamboyant that all the cricketers come here, because most of them fly away to Johannesburg, South Africa. Some people get stuck in Mumbai, but it is all about how much they are getting funded and how they are getting treated. But इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि we are, आप देखिए ना, इस शहर की पॉपुलेशन इज 1.5 करोड़, 1.5 करोड़ लोग, 3 करोड़ शोल्डर्स, 3 करोड़ घुटने, 1.5 करोड़ स्पाइन। आप सोचिए, आप सिर्फ ये कैलकुलेट कीजिए द परसेंटेज ऑफ डिफिकल्टी, द नी इंजुरीज। एक आप बेसिक सा ग्राफ बना लीजिए कि कितने लोगों को हिप आर्थराइटिस होगी। You will fall short of manpower. This institute will have to produce stalwarts like you for next 50 years. तब भी हम लोग इतनी एक्सरसाइज थेरेपी नहीं करा पाएंगे जितनी समाज को जरूरत है, और बहुत मेहनत का काम है आपका। तो आपकी मेहनत के काम के लिए मैंने एक बार I identify very very closely with all of you. तो मैंने कोविड का टाइम था, मेरे सारे भाई लोग फिजियोथेरेपी में, they were giving their lives for the patients, and I was going. See, I am not talking sports injuries because I know that's a very fancy subject, and I excel in it. I do a lot of arthroscopies. Everybody knows me for it. Now that's a separate issue. But मैं आज जो बात कर रहा हूँ वो बहुत ही मन की बात कर रहा हूँ। तो उस समय मैंने कुछ चीजें लिखी थी, और मैं आपको पढ़ के सुनाता हूँ। आप लोग सब इससे आइडेंटिफाई करेंगे। मैं भी उनमें से एक हूँ। जो लोग सुबह उठते हैं अब तक, नित क्रिया कर प्रतिबिंब देख, मतलब आप अपने आप को शीशे में देखते हैं, अपने प्रारब्ध को समझ कर नेक, अपने प्रारब्ध को मतलब अपनी व्हाट एवर यू डू इन लाइफ, दैट इज योर कॉलिंग, दैट इज योर जॉब। निकल पड़ते हैं नियत दिशा निर्धारित, मैं भी उनमें से एक हूं। आई एम जस्ट वन ऑफ यू, और आप भी हमारी तरह ही हैं। चहूं और यद्यपि भय का वास, भय मतलब उस समय कोविड था और हम लोग बाहर निकलते थे तो लगता था कहां से घुस जाएगा हमारे अंदर। मानव मन में वासना आभास, वासना मतलब काम करने की इच्छा जो हमारी है वो, करता स्वर्णिम भविष्य की आस। उस समय, उस मुश्किल समय में भी मैं चाहता था कि हमारे देश में, हमारे यहाँ ये डिजीज खत्म हो जाए, और अपने पथ पर अडिग निरंतर, मैं भी उनमें से एक हूं। देखिए कोविड क्या था, एक एटम था, छोटा सा एक वायरस था। तो अणु परमाणु की ये रचना, अब उन्हीं से द्वेष और उन्हीं से बचना। हम और आप भी तो एटम के बने हुए हैं, छोटे छोटे। उसी का कोविड भी बना हुआ था, वायरस था जिससे हम लड़ रहे थे। तो अणु परमाणु की ये रचना, अब उन्हीं से द्वेष और उन्हीं से बचना। बनाया अब नूतन उद्देश्य, मुखौटा पहने दिवस बिताता, सारा दिन हमेशा मास्क पहन के बिताता था, मैं भी उनमें से एक हूं। थोड़ी सी लाइनें जो हैं इस पे गौर कीजिएगा, फिलॉसफी है। मानव मुख छिपा तो पहले भी था, मास्क लगाने के पहले भी आदमी अपना मुंह छुपा के ही रखता है, असली चेहरा नहीं दिखता है कई बार। तो मानव मुख छिपा तो पहले भी था, अप्रत्यक्ष था सिर्फ मुखौटा, अब पहने है हर एक हर पल, थका हुआ होकर विवश निरंतर, मैं भी उनमें से एक हूं। तो मैं भी उनमें से एक हूं, आप सबकी तरह, जिन्होंने मेहनत की थी इस सभ्यता को बचाने के लिए। और हम लोगों का कोई काम नहीं होता था, लेकिन आप लोगों ने जिस तरह से कोविड के समय में हेल्प की है, मेहनत की है, मैं बार बार नतमस्तक हूं। आई रियली अप्रिशिएट योर एफर्ट, आवर हॉस्पिटल रियली अप्रिशिएट्स योर एफर्ट, एंड वी आर रेडी टू ट्रेन एंड गेट ट्रेन्ड बाय ऑल ऑफ यू equally at every point in time. In good times, we will treat sports people, we will treat joint replacement patients, we will treat back pains. In bad times, we will go on the ground, forget that we are orthopedic surgeons, forget that we are neurosurgeons, forget what we are. We will get down into the wards wearing those face shields and try to save lives of people like all of you have done during COVID times. Hats off to all of you. गॉड ब्लेस यू। भगवान करे आप सब बहुत बहुत उन्नति करें, और मुझसे जो कुछ भी हो सकेगा मैं हमेशा आप लोगों के लिए करता रहूंगा। धन्यवाद।
Thanking all the dignitaries for their valuable time and requesting all of you to kindly take your seats on the ground so that we can proceed with our cultural segment.
अब आगे बढ़ते हुए हमारे कल्चरल सेगमेंट को शुरू करने के लिए उड़ीसी डांस फॉर्म का तड़का लेके आ रही हैं 2021 बैच से शुभ्रश्री। सो प्लीज गिव अ बिग राउंड ऑफ अप्लॉज फॉर शुभ्रश्री।
प्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा।
That was a really wonderful performance, Shubhrashri. It is a request to everyone that in your folders there's a lucky draw proforma. Please kindly fill in the proforma from all the stalls for you to be eligible to participate in it. Moving on, the Alumni Association of NIOH has taken a very thoughtful initiative to distribute aids and appliances to persons with disabilities. So, we would request our guest, Dr. Vikas Kapoor sir, to kindly hand over the appliances to our beneficiaries. First is Papia Roy, and she's been given a bilateral articulated AFO. Second is Vedanshi Lahiri. She's been given bilateral supramalleolar orthosis. Vedanshi Lahiri has been given a bilateral supramalleolar orthosis. Please give a big round of applause. Third, Asif Sheikh is being given below knee and prosthesis.
Thank you, Dr. Vikas Kapoor, sir. Thank you, Dr. Vikash Kapoor, sir. Now requesting Chanda Shikdar ma'am to kindly come on the stage and say a few words.
Hello. Good afternoon to all of you. यहाँ पर काफ़ी सालों बीते हुए काफ़ी सालों का स्टूडेंट्स यहाँ पर आए हैं. एलुमनी एसोसिएशन बना, उसको प्रोग्राम चल रहा है. थैंक यू द ऑर्गेनाइजिंग कमिटी, NIOH, and the other supporting staffs who are making this program successful. Thank you to them. I am Chanda Shikdar, ex-employee of the physiotherapy department. I feel proud when our students from all over the country around and outside India also came and sharing their experiences. सभी को बहुत अच्छी अच्छी जगह पे पोजीशन मिल गया. एक बात जो इजाज ने बोले कि whatever he is learning from outside a specialist, he already learned from here, from our HOD ex Mr. Rao. And same as I want to mention one name more, that is Mr. Samant. He also innovated so many new techniques which afterwards we went abroad, we learned there. And nowadays, half of the year I used to stay over there. I met an accident, road accident, severe accident. So I have a very good experience over there about the treatment. I want to share that we are not nowhere less than them. But to get a complete success, something, not only the technique or the knowledge is important, some other factors are also important. That is dedication. That is the feeling from the inner heart, not the mechanical way, but the feeling to the patient, towards the patient, which we had during our stay in NIH department, physiotherapy department. We love the patient, we treat the patient, and we used to treat them from our heart. Nowadays, I think that is continued also. So whenever we are treating a patient, all over, everyone is getting success. जितना भी आगे बढ़ो, तरक्की करो, पैसा बहुत मिलता है. लेकिन मुझे एक बात ही कहना है, अपने को खो नहीं देना. पैसे, नाम, शान, उसका पीछे अपना ह्यूमैनिटी को खो नहीं देना. दिन बीत गया, अच्छा काम किया, रात में एक दफा अपने को जांचो, इंट्रोस्पेक्शन करो. आज जो किया वो सही था तो गलत तो कुछ नहीं किया। जो बिहेव किया, जो ट्रीट किया, वो लालची में तो नहीं है। दैट वाज द प्रॉपर ट्रीटमेंट। ये अगर करेंगे कुछ गलती हो ही सकता है, ऐसा नहीं है नहीं होता है, तो एक दफा सॉरी कह देना अपनी मनों में। सॉरी किसके पास? ऑलमाइटी। देयर इज अ सुप्रीम पावर इज वर्किंग on behalf of everything of us. We felt proud of after getting the achievement, but we should not forget some supreme power is working with us. And जितना हम लोग नम्रता से रहेंगे, जितना हम लोग दूसरे से नम्रता से बिहेव करेंगे, सेवा का भाव से करेंगे। हम लोग सोचते हमने बहुत कर लिया, लेकिन नहीं, हमने तो किया नहीं, हमने तो दिया नहीं, हमने लिया। ये जो डॉक्टर कापूर ने बहुत सारे बातें बोले, अच्छे लगा सुनने को बहुत ही, क्योंकि जो मरीज ये दुखों में आते हैं यहाँ पर भुगतते आते हैं, वो लोग कुछ मिलने के बाद ट्रीटमेंट मिले, अच्छे बिहेवियर मिले, वो मिलने के बाद वो लोग से जो दुआ निकलते हैं, वो दुआ बहुत काम की होता है। हम लोग कभी पढ़ते हैं, मिलते भी है, कुछ सिचुएशन हुआ मिराकुलसली, उसको ऐसा ऐसा अच्छा हो गया, उसको ये मिल गया, कैसे होता मालूम? उसको पास बहुत सारी दुआएं इकट्ठे हुआ है, और दुआएं उसको उसी मुसीबत से निकाल दिया है। तो इसीलिए हम लोग को ये बातें यादें रखना। दुनिया में तो शो बहुत है, शान है, नाम है, सब है, लेकिन उसके साथ साथ अपना ह्यूमैनिटी भी साथ रखेंगे। जो सुप्रीम पावर है, वो सुप्रीम पावर जो अपना सोल में बैठे हैं, जो हम लोग को चला रहे हैं, हम लोग बातें कर रहे, सब कुछ कर रहे, कौन चला रहे? एक पावर तो है जो सोल जिसको कहते हैं, वो चला रहे हैं हम लोगों को। वही हम लोग का अच्छा काम कराते हैं, वही बुरा काम कराते हैं। तो हम लोग दिन भर काम करेंगे, अच्छा काम करें, जो भी करें, जिससे भी मिले, ये ध्यान में रखे कि दुआ ही हम लोग जमा करते जाए। ये दुआ हम लोग को बहुत बहुत आगे ले जाएगा। थैंक यू ऑल फॉर पेशेंस शेयरिंग। थैंक यू वंस।
Thank you very much, ma'am. Now, moving forward, the sporting enthusiasm of the students of NILD, to maintain that, Mr. Surendra Kumar Meena sir from 97 batch is donating a TT table to the girls hostel of NIOH. Please give a big round of applause for him. And the Alumni Association of NIOH is donating other sports kit to the boys hostel of NIOH. Please give a big round of applause for them. We would like to call Surendra Kumar Meena sir to kindly cut the ribbon and donate the, and DDA sir also to please cut the ribbon and donate the TT table to girls hostel. Sir, please. Requesting some girls, Anindita, Shainika, Mansi, Agrima to please receive the TT table on the behalf of girls hostel. Please come fast. Thank you so much, sir. Now requesting Mr. Satyaranjan Sarkar, sir, ex-HOD P&O Department, NIOH, to kindly come on the stage and say a few words. Please give a big round of applause for him.
Hello. It is good afternoon, huh? Everybody in relaxed mood. I'm pleased to meet with all of you. And as you know that, during that time I was given lecture. Now, it is not a time to give a lecture. It is a time to introduce with you people, time to meet with you people, and talk to you people. That is the idea. And I think that more than that, it is not required. So I feel everybody happy. One thing I like to say, that alumni means the students meet the old students, and the teachers and the new students meet with each other. So remember that they are your younger brother, so you try to keep it up, your younger brother. That is the main idea, and share the ideas. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for the words. Now I would request Dr. Praveen Kumar, sir, HOD PT Department and Secretary AANIOH, to kindly give the vote of thanks.
Very good afternoon to everyone. It's my privilege to propose vote of thanks on behalf of Alumni Association of National Institute for Orthopedically Handicapped. I take this opportunity to express our sincere thanks to our guest of honor, Dr. Vikas Kapoor, for taking out his valuable time from his busy schedule and gracing the occasion of this Alumni Meet 2023. We are deeply grateful to our and express my gratitude to our DD sir, Dr. Sri Saugata Banerjee sir, and for taking his valuable time from his busy schedule and gracing the occasion. I must express my deep gratitude to all the HODs of different department, our alma maters, for coming to this event and their source of encouragement for organizing this event. I may like to express our sincere thanks to our director, Dr. Lalit Narayan, for his support in making this alumni meet successful. I would like to extend my thanks to our ADT sir, Dr. Amit Iqbal sir, for his support. Very heartfelt thanks to all the alumnus of NILD who have come from the different corners of India and abroad for making this meet successful. I also extend my thanks to all the sponsors, staff members of NILD for their enormous cooperation in this organizing this meet. Last but not the least, I would like to also thank all the members of the organizing committee who work day and night and for making this meet successful. Thanks to everyone who are directly or indirectly involved in organizing this meet. Thank you so much.
Okay, now before the lunch, requesting everyone to please stand up for the national anthem.
जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Thank you all. Now requesting everyone to please go and have their lunch and come back as soon as possible. Thank you.
Flow.